Hello and welcome to my F1 2012 German Grand Prix preview. This is a video I normally do every time there's a Grand Prix on, normally a couple of days just before. So if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Anyway, so this is some of the first, well it's not the first time, but obviously they're swapping tracks between Hockenheim and the Nürburgring. I think this will be probably putting more into the European tracks as the space slowly sort of runs out. I mean, it's something that's been spoken about quite a lot, even with the Italian Grand Prix and the Spanish, Valencia, etc. and Barcelona being swapped around. So obviously there's quite a strong history with this one. It has been changed quite dramatically. I used to love when the cars were going straight for the trees and stuff, but obviously it's been modernised. Sometimes modernisation isn't always the best way to go, but it's still a really cool track with some really cool corners. It's definitely a track I missed on the game as well. One thing I want to speak about is probably the lack of McLaren pace before this race. I mean, I don't think there's going to be a dramatic difference between Silverstone and this Grand Prix, but hopefully we see them come up a little bit more. I like to see them perhaps get onto a podium maybe. Obviously they seem to be lacking a lot of pace. They seem to be wearing out their tyres a lot quicker than Red Bull and Ferrari, so that's something they have to work on quite dramatically. So I hope that improves in this race, but that will probably be something we'll see later on. And Alonso is leading the championship by 14 points. That's quite a big margin considering how close the championship was only a few races ago. Obviously Alonso's got some good results behind him. The cars were performing really well. Even Massa's finally in form now, which is really good. He come fourth in the last race. Hopefully he can go a bit more forward, perhaps onto the podium positions. I think this could be the fight of the season, Vettel and Webber. Webber's performing really well at the moment. He's obviously found where the grip is on the tyres, and he's just performing really well this season. He come first in the last race, so I think he's second place, 14 points behind Alonso. So it's a very close fight. But obviously I think we start seeing Vettel sort of performing a lot better. I would not be surprised if we saw him win this race. He's going to be eager to win his home Grand Prix and just to get a really good victory behind him. He's desperate for a win, and I think he's obviously still got the talent and speed behind him. One person I'd really like to see do well in this race has to be Michael Schumacher. He's been performing a lot better recently. His car's getting a little bit better. I'm still a little bit disappointed with how Mercedes is performing this year. I mean, it's not great. They should be a lot faster, but with the sort of budget they have compared to some of the other teams. But that's hopefully something to improve over the years. I'm hoping Michael Schumacher stays on for at least another year, because I think he's slowly getting more used to the grip of the tyres and the car itself and how to use curves and DRS. As I sort of slightly mentioned earlier, probably my predictions for the race will probably be Vettel. Probably not what everyone's going to predict, but that's where I'm going to go. The actual last 3 races I've actually predicted the winner. I don't know how I've done that. I should have put some bets on or something, but the last 3 races I've actually predicted who won. So who knows, Vettel could be the winner. Something I wanted to sort of nudge towards is Williams. They're obviously the one with Pest and Ronaldo, and now he's gone completely bonkers and keeps smashing him into everyone. Some really funny videos have been popping up on YouTube. Perhaps I'll leave a few links below in the description. But yeah, it's the last race. Pesta was definitely Pesta's fault. I think he was just too aggressive. He doesn't seem to like anyone overtaking him. That's the problem, I think. It just, as soon as someone tries to overtake, he just he just defends too hard, and or if you're trying to take a position, he just doesn't know how to like knock it back a bit and take his time and slowly sort of wheel him in and then overtake. I mean, a lot of people were commenting on the Hamilton and Alonso fight, which was very brief, but Hamilton had no tyres at all. Alonso had new grip. But it's such a good overtaking. He overtook him back. It's just amazing to fight. I mean, Hamilton had no tyres left at all. And people still saying on Twitter, "Oh, well done, Alonso." Hamilton done really well to even come back at him. His car isn't even that fast at the moment. He had no grip on his tyres. And that's what I sum up as a really good fight. Obviously, 2 very talented drivers going at it. Sometimes I like to sort of touch on some of the gossip. Obviously, a lot of gossip's been going around about Lewis Hamilton and signing his contract. It sounds like he's going to be signing at McLaren, by the way he's sort of voicing stuff towards the journalists. But obviously he might just be saying that to try and get a better contract. But he's hoping to get it sorted out in the summer. Bruno Senna's probably one of my favourite drivers. One of the drivers I really want to see do well. So I mean, gutted this year that he hasn't managed to perform as well. So he's blaming it on the lack of knowledge of the tyres, and he just can't seem to get the grip in the tyres and stuff. But he's apparently slowly going towards a solution towards that. So that's hopefully something we'll see in the next few races. Hopefully he gets a bit more into the points. And a few little comments about the gameplay. This is the first time I played on PS3 for quite some time, and obviously playing the old game F1 2010. So that was fun going back to that. As you can see, I made a few little mistakes. Quite a dramatic ending. Actually, was in second for quite a while, and then I lost it. Almost got taken over by Alonso right at the end. But it's quite I really like the sounds in that game, F1 2010. I'm not sure whether that's just me. The sound sounds so much better, like the actual engine itself. And if you haven't checked out sort of my main channel, which I cover a lot more walkthroughs and game knowledge and news and stuff, I'll leave a little description below. But it's the Game Right Army. Obviously, this is purely focused on racing games and F1. So I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you press that like button, subscribe, and come back soon.